So you are seeing me without makeup on. I know it's extremely horrendous. Just kidding. I'm going to start off by showing you guys what brushes I use. These are really good quality brushes, especially if you're starting off doing makeup and you're not really sure of what to use. These are great. Comes in a little pack like this. They're by Coastal Scents, and there's like 30 something brushes in here. Comes in a big packet like this, and it folds. And the good thing about these brushes is that they're very good quality. They're easy to clean. They are sturdy, and they do the job. So if you're looking to start off, before you spend $30 or something on one brush, you can spend $30 on a pack of these brushes that'll last you for a while. My boyfriend actually bought these for me for Christmas, and I was like ecstatic because they just are great. So I'm going to try and steer away from using the word amazing since I used it about 10,000 times in my last video. Okay, so this video I am going to be doing a daily makeup routine, and then I'm also going to show in some contouring, which some people asked for. So please excuse the fact that I don't have really good lighting, and I'm going to be doing my makeup in my camera, not in a mirror. So this might be a little different, and I might be getting too close for comfort or up and personal, but that's just how it has to be. Okay, so I just blow dried my hair. It's nice and straight and shiny, so I'm going to pull that back out of the way. Use a little headband just to get that going. Okay, so the first thing I do is I put my moisturizer on, and some people, you don't need to do that, but I get really dry skin. So I don't actually have it in the video with me, but it's Dermadoctor Litmus Test Daily Moisturizer, and it's got glycolic acid in it, so it restores your skin's pH. So if you're like me and you take really hot showers and you want your skin to go back to normal, that's what you use, and it just brings it right back to normal again, and it really does work. It's expensive. It's like $50 something for a jar, but it just works great. Okay, so the brushes I'm going to be using to start this off with is this brush here. It's for foundation. This is from the Coastal Scents. It's kind of gross right there. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to clean it from earlier. I did a little bit of touch up with it. I'm going to be using my Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation. This is in a 1.1, which is for fair skin. As you can see, I'm almost see-through, so I need that. To start off, I'm going to apply the foundation. Shake it up really good. I'm going to be applying that to my face. This stuff comes out very liquidy, so when it's on your brush, you have to be very careful not to get it everywhere. So I'm going to just start applying it. Now my foundation is completely applied. I put it everywhere that I could get it. So now we're going to be done with that brush. We're going to go to our smaller brush, which is also a foundation brush. It's kind of gross too because I just used this and I didn't get a chance to clean it. This is going to be used for our boyoing, which is what I showed yesterday in my my video for what's in my bag. This is my travel boyoing, and you're going to get this in the crease of your eye, like underneath where you see all of the under eye bags or darkness. This covers it up. You can also use your fingers to apply it. I just like going in and using this little brush because you could like really get in there. And you could use it on your eyelids. I am so see-through, So I like to use it on my eyelids because I'm very veiny. I don't really use primer on my lids because I don't use a lot of eyeshadow for the most part. So now you're going to take your foundation brush and kind of blend that in. Okay. Now, I usually do my contouring right about now, so I'm going to show you what I use. I showed you guys the E.L.F. Cosmetics Duo, which is in light and dark, and this is called Turks something, Caicos, whatever that means. I use the lighter color for areas around here for highlighting. So we're going to use this brush here. So that's just around the forehead. Now the darker color I'm going to actually use on my cheekbones because I really want it to stand out. So we're going to start right here where your jaw is, and you can feel it right here. Follow that down. It looks really dark right now, but we're going to blend it. You can bring it down as far as you like. For right now, I'm just going to keep it there because, like I said, I'm going to blend it out. I'm going to take some under the chin, and we're just going to lightly... So now, I like to make my nose look slimmer, so you can actually go in with a brush like... I use this brush here. It's very small, it's like a stipple brush, so it really gets in there. And I use the lighter color of the Duo. And what you're going to do is you're going to follow your nose from in here down. That same brush, we're just going to start brushing downwards. As you can see, my face looks really ridiculous for the time being because it actually is ridiculous right now. So this is, you can kind of see where it's highlighted and contoured. I'm actually going to put a little bit on my chin to highlight that as well. Highlight, contour it. Just a little bit down there. Okay, this looks a lot like the NARS palette, the Orgasm Blush Duo. It is almost identical to that color. So if you want a duplicate for something like that, this is the one to get. So that's what we're going to put on the apples of our cheeks. But before we do that, we're going to take a paper towel. We're going to get rid of the excess of my contouring / blush brush, and we're going to apply some under eye highlighter, and I'm going to show you how awesome it's going to look when it blends. This is a M.A.C skin finish in Lightscapade. I will put the link for that. It's a really pearlescent, white, shimmery highlighter. It's got blue in it too, so it's really good for people with pale skin like myself. So what we're going to take the underside of this brush and we're going to rub it on there, and you can see it. Now we're going to go under the eye and we're just going to swoop up. So now you can really see the look of it. I look like an alien, but it works. And we're gonna apply some blush too. And we're gonna apply that right to the apples of your cheeks. It helps to smile too, to really get that in there. All right, now that that's all in, you can kind of see it as I'm close up. We're gonna blend that. We're gonna take our brush here from Coastal Scents, and we are going to blend, blend, blend. Okay, so that looks like the contoured look right here. It still looks very shiny. I'm going to get close here so you can see it better. It's all blended in. You can't really tell that it's shiny other than the fact that this camera is just awful. So that's how I do my contouring for my face. Now I go into doing my eyebrows. So we're going to take our angled brush from this. They come with two. You could use a smaller one, you could use a bigger one. This is M.A.C Dipdown Fluidline. It's a dark brown color. They used to make a brow gel for just your eyebrows, and they don't do it anymore. Maybe they do, but I haven't seen it. So what I'm going to do is show you how to use this because it's just as good. Dip it in, and we're going to go and draw our brows on, starting in the arch. You really want to make sure you get in the arch there. The arch is the most important part. And once you do the arch, you can kind of just blend it and keep going. Try not to get too much on your brush because it could look really ridiculous and too dark. There's been plenty of times where I've done this and it just comes out looking really dark and ridiculous. Now you can use a pencil and do the same thing. It really is a personal preference. Do remember that if your eyebrows don't look extremely identical, that's okay because eyebrows are supposed to be sisters, not twins. At least that's what I've heard. I'm just going to make this one a little bit darker because the other one's darker. Okay. So my eyebrows are done for now. That wasn't so bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Okay. So that's my basic look. I don't have any mascara on. I am going to apply some. I'm also going to show you guys what lashes I use since I am going to be going to work tonight and I need to have my eyelashes on. They are the Ardell Glamour 113 in black. And what I love about these is that they look long and wispy, but they don't look plastic on your face. Because there's nothing worse than fake lashes sticking out and looking like really plasticky. I don't like that at all. So I use Duo Eyelash Adhesive in dark tone. I'm sorry, everything's like flipped around. And it dries dark. When applying the glue, you want to make sure you just get a little thin bit of it. Just squeeze a tiny bit out and just go down and apply a thin amount just like that. And you want to let it dry a little bit. You don't want to put your eyelashes on right away, because if you don't wait for them to dry just a little bit, they're going to just fall right off. So we're going to wait about 30 seconds. And I like to keep my eye closed a little bit, and I like to fan it off with my fingers so that I know that it's drying on my lash. This one's coming off already. I didn't let it dry long enough. And that's what happens when you don't let your eyelash glue dry. And that's also what happens when you use your computer as your mirror instead of an actual mirror. Could have gone a lot worse though. Alright, now that that's on, you can see that they're very wispy but natural at the same time. And once they're dry, you want to push your lashes up with your finger ever so gently. So that's on. Now we're going to do the other one. And that one went on like really nicely. Why can't I be that lucky every time? And you can see that it looks really gray because it's actually going to dry dark. And this one's like already dry, so you can't even see the gray glue anymore. Okay, so now both eyelashes are applied. Alright, so that's my very natural slash contour look, but I'm going to also apply some mascara to my bottom lashes and also go over the tops of these because I like to have my eyelashes blend in nicely with this. Okay. Also, I have this really cool thing I forgot to use. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Duality. I was going to say Brow Duo. Brow Duality eyebrow highlighter. And it has two covers. One side is really shimmery. One side is not so shimmery. And if you use the not so shimmery to draw up here, you can really frame your eyebrows out. A lot of people do that. Sometimes I forget and I skip certain steps. I mean, you can do whatever you want. There is no right or wrong way to do things. If they work for you and they look nice, then they work for you and they look nice. It shouldn't be an issue. Alright, so I'm going to rub my nose in a little bit more because that's really too much going on there. So that's my contoured look. My nose looks really ridiculous, sorry. And if you want to, you could also add some lip. I am going to go with my baby lips because it's perfect. It adds a little bit of color. And of course, the fact that I love to lick it off every 5 seconds. And can't forget to let the hair down. That's when you'll really be able to see it because your hair's down and you'll be able to see all the shadows. That's my everyday kind of subtle contoured face look. And I like to look as natural as possible, so this is the way to do it. Thanks for watching.